Welcome to our webinar showcasing teacher assignments. Our colleague Eileen Hassett will be hosting this event. We hope you enjoy it.
Hi everyone, and welcome to our webinar today. We're excited to showcase our new artificial intelligence tool called Teacher Assignments. I'd very much like to welcome everyone from far and wide. I know people have registered from various US states and also across different continents. And thank you all so much for taking the time out of your busy lives to attend today. My name is Eileen Hassett, and I'm your host for today. And part of my role in GAT Labs is heading up the sales team in our global educational markets. And this is the agenda for today. I'm going to introduce you to our company, who we are, our products, and a sample of our customers, just to give you an idea as to who it is we serve. Then we'll talk about what is Teacher Assignments, what are its components, and what it actually does. Then we'll talk about how it works. This is actually the live demo, and my good colleagues Stan and Joe are on standby. They'll deliver that, and then we'll follow up with the key reasons why it's important to teachers. And then finally, we're going to wrap up with pricing, and if there are any final questions, we can ask them then. So yes, here we go. So who is GAT Labs? Well, we're a global leader in Google Workspace for education, auditing, management, and automation. We build tools that help admins see what's happening across their entire organization, from internal activity to external relationships and collaboration. So we've been in business since 2015, and our HQ is in Dublin, Ireland. But as we are a 100% remote company, our staff are actually located in different countries across the world. So what are our products? To give you an overview, here is the GAT Labs product portfolio. So we've got GAT Plus, and that's our core product. It offers domain-wide auditing of files and emails and lots more using highly configurable filters. The search results are clearly displayed, and bulk actions such as restricting shared permissions on files can be administered. You can get a lot done in just a few clicks with GAT Plus. Then there's GAT Unlock. It's an add-on that allows admins to take more actions in GAT Plus. For example, GAT Unlock, with that you can change ownership of files, you can set up email delegation and more. And then there's GAT Flow, which is an automation workflow tool. It's designed to save time and reduce costs by saving hugely on admin hours. And it does what it says. Our school districts use it for automating many tasks, including onboarding and offboarding teachers, moving students in and out of classes, and even managing email signatures. And also, I meant to say, GAT Plus and GAT Unlock are included in all education plans, all the plans for the education domains. And then we have GAT Shield. This is our Chrome extension product that protects users by allowing auditing and reporting on browser activity. It also gives real-time data loss prevention, URL filtering. There's geolocation reporting on Chromebooks. You've got performance tracking, and it reports on searches and downloads. Teacher Assist is our real-time student screen monitoring tool that allows teachers to monitor activity and manage screens centrally. They can inspect and block tabs, and it's all done centrally. Teachers love this, and they can even monitor students when working from home. And then there's Teacher Assignments, and this is why we are all here today, and we'll dive deep into that in just a moment. So just briefly, GAT in numbers, I'd like to give you an idea of who uses our GAT products. We serve a number of markets, and the key ones are education. And then there's enterprise, government, and nonprofits. Over 50% of our customers are in the education sector, and we love working with K-12 schools, with colleges, with universities, and indeed anybody in the education space. GAT audits 5.2 million students every single day. We have over 10 million active monthly users, And our GAT auditing and security products are being used by customers in 49 US states and in 71 international countries. As a business, we've been growing and we continue to grow at 30% year on year with approximately 2.5 GAT installs 7 days a week and 365 days a year. So this is the selection of our customers, just to give you an idea. It's an overview, and the logos represent a multitude of clients who trust our products, from small independent schools to huge school districts across the globe. Our customers are diverse and each is unique, which drives our commitment to excellence as we tailor our service to each of your individual needs. As you can see, there's the University of Chicago, San Diego State University, then there's like St. Hilda's and St. Hugh's, which is like a niche independent school in Manhattan, New York. Henry County Schools has 41,000 users. Edmonton Public Schools is the second largest school district in Alberta, Canada, with 142,000 users. Portland Community College has almost 200,000. And then we've got some international schools. There's the International School of Prague, the United Nations International School of Hanoi in Vietnam, American School of Brasilia. And then, of course, some of our enterprise customers are here. We've got Vice Media Group. News Corporation is a business that you might know, turns over in excess of 10 billion annually, and they trust GAT for the management and auditing of their domain. And it's Dow Jones for anyone trading on the stock exchange. And we do have customers in governments as well. One of them there is the UK Cabinet Office of the Prime Minister, and it's the corporate headquarter for the UK government. So what is Teacher Assignments? So Teacher Assignments is a new, innovative, AI-based tool that helps teachers monitor students' homework, encouraging authenticity and integrity of their work. It uses a variety of techniques to monitor students' work when doing a given assignment, and this will be demonstrated by my colleague Stan in just a few minutes. Teacher Assignment monitors for words typed, backspaces, copies and pastes, and even time spent typing. It also uses AI to confirm the identity of the typist and to assess the likelihood of ChatGPT. It can also block a student's ability to copy and paste. In a nutshell, it creates an environment where it's easier for students to be authentic and submit their own work rather than copying it from the internet or even submitting somebody else's work. So now I'm going to hand you over to my colleagues Stan and Joe, who will show you the product in action.
Pleased to meet you all. I'm Stan, a support engineer here at GAT, and I'll be taking you through this demo to show you how what Teacher Assist is and how it works in with a real example. And I'll be also joined in a minute by my colleague Joe, who will be the student of this exercise here. So, what is the Teacher Assist or Teacher Assignment feature? Basically, this feature allows the teachers to submit the work for the students, and then allows them to measure this work and then check it via for AI usage and so on. So what I'll do now is I'll share my screen and I kind of show you how this how the students can create an assignment and submit it for the student themselves. So let me do this, and then while I do this, I'll explain in kind of more detail of what this check or what this assignments feature exactly includes. So you should be able to see my screen right now. So assignment feature is part of our Teacher Assist for the moment. So here what you can do as a teacher, if each teacher have access to the Teacher Assist, where they can go and create an assignment from here. So I go here and I just create an assignment, for example, like this. I click on OK, and then I can just add a description here. And then I can set up a due date here, for example, 1 week and so on. Then I can actually select the students I want to be affected by this, I can the students. So the students can be added by individually or by group or classroom. So I'm a student here, and I have a classroom called Science class. I can just add all the students from my classroom to the list. I can also add maybe somebody else, another student from a different classroom, for example. I can just enter their name here. So select the name of the student. And then under the settings here, what I can do is I can actually send the assignment or a template for the assignment for each of the students individually. So I can go to Drive, just go to the template I prepared for my student, and then submit it to the student. So if I go again to Teacher Assist, I can paste the URL. Each user or will receive an individual document where they can actually do the assignment itself. And I can also actually prevent the pasting on the document itself. So for the moment, I'll just leave it as blank. And I think I'm ready here. So what I can do is I can just apply and deploy this assignment or send it to the students. So let me do this now. I'm going to be sent to the 4 students in my classroom. Click on yes, and now it's sent. So right now, this is sent to the students, and Joe will receive an email notification, or the students will receive email notification, each of the students, where they can start working on the assignment themselves. So while Joe now will share his screen and start working on the assignment. In the meantime, I will explain how it works exactly and what is the assignment itself. So now it's submitted. So I'll stop sharing. So Joe, if you don't mind, please, you can just.
So I have so this is my email account here now, and I just received an email from Stan. It's called Solar System 8, and this is the assignment itself. So I'm just going to open this up here now, and I am going to type out something on this assignment, and I might use ChatGPT or something similar to cheat along the way. Stan is going to tell you a little bit more about how this works while I am typing.
So yes, so basically how this works. So the assignment feature uses various different techniques to monitor the student's activity while working on the assignment, which is submitted by the teacher. So one of the techniques is by measuring all the actions done by the user on the document itself. So we track all the time the student spent on the assignment, all the words that the user has typed on the document itself, and all the type characters and so on. We also track all the events that are done by the students while the document itself is active on their browser. So all the events are including, for example, the cut and paste on the document, all the different spaces are used, all the types characters or the characters on the document itself as well. So we also, as I showed, when you submit the assignment, you can actually disable the blocking for disable the pasting for the assignment itself, so that the teacher or the students rather cannot paste the data from somewhere else there into the document itself. If you want to do this as well, it's an option available. So it also uses an AI tool called Active ID. So this is our internal AI tool, which we developed ourselves here at GAT. So it's basically, this Active ID is used to confirm the typist identity. And so Active ID is an in-house built algorithm that measures the typing behavior of each user. So it automatically learns the very distinct typing way of typing by each of the users. So on every domain of the user, so everyone's typing style is unique as their handwriting. Then we use this knowledge to continuously verify the person's typing on their keyboard, and that when the user is logged in. So based on this algorithm, we calculate the way the student is typing on the keyboard during the work of the assignment. So it can distinguish if the student is typing the text themselves, or maybe somebody else is typing instead of them. So we also use another kind of option within Active ID, within teacher assignment, is our AI detection tool. So this AI detector checks the text provided on the document and how likely is to follow the same patterns of the words that a large language model follows, such as ChatGPT, as it is a large language model. So a person's writing can also be triggered, the detector, if they write using very similar word sequences. So detector will not be 100% accurate, but will help or give indication for the teachers of the likelihood that something was AI generated or not. So to distinguish between written by AI and written by a human, it isn't always straightforward. So the high level of AI detectors work by evaluating how predictable the text is, compared to the text that is already exists out there. So this is basically another kind of option which we check on the assignment itself. So perhaps now Joe is ready on the typing, so he can submit the work, perhaps.
Yeah, I'm just finished that assignment there now. And as you can see from the top here, the assignment title has appeared here. I know it's the assignment, and my name has appeared appended to the end as well. So I don't need to change any of that. I can just go back to my email, and it's a Google Doc, so it just saved automatically, and I can click mark as done. So that is my assignment submitted. The GAT assignment is going to take a few minutes to process that and decide if it's real or not, or if it was actually me typing. But in the meantime, Stan, would you be able to tell us what would be required to run something like this?
So yes, so what is required for this is basically our set of tools. So GAT Plus is the main tool which we offer. So on the top of GAT Plus, it also requires GAT Shield. So the Shield extension, which works on the Chrome browser itself by default. So it requires the Shield extension. It also, on the top of this, also requires, for the moment, Teacher Assist. So the Teacher Assist is the other tool where the teacher can log in and see the screens of the students and monitor the screens of the students in real time. As you already saw, the assignment when submitted is a Google Doc, so it requires Google Doc to be used. And then Chrome browser, by default, it's the Shield extension, so the Chrome browser itself. It also needs Google Classrooms as well, because the Classrooms is needed for the Teacher Assist itself. So those are the required tools that are needed for the assignment or feature to work on. Yeah. So now what I can do, for example, now Joe submitted the assignment. So now the report will be generated. So each student, whenever the work is generated, they'll receive an email notification that the work has been submitted. So Joe has marked it as done. So it might take a few minutes for the report to be generated. And so here the teacher will receive the email notification. Once it is received, the teacher will be able to be linked here. So we have some examples from earlier where you can see, and then you can open the assignment documents, and you can see the teacher, the actual report itself. So here you can see the due date and so on. So what I can do, I'll just go to the assignments. Again, on the left side, you can see the active assignments which are currently on. I can also see the archived assignments if there are any, and then in the report I can see all the reports that are assigned and done by the students. I can also filter by the reports which are the report is ready or not. So based on this, I can see all the assignments by each of the students, and then I can see the data of the report itself. So in this case, while we wait for the Joe one, for the one he just submitted now to be run, I can maybe show some examples from previous test here. So if I click on this one, for example, from Joe earlier, so you can see here this report itself, where I can see that when the user started the work on the document itself, when it was submitted, how long it was spent on the assignment itself. I can also see the events I mentioned previously, so all the different events that are done by the user, so copy, paste, backspaces, spaces, and so on, all the type characters or the characters on the document itself. And for example, if I click on the paste, I can actually see how many or what the actual text the user pasted into the document itself. And then below that, I'll be able to see the active ID and just this graph measure the way the user is typing on the keyboard. So here you can see, for example, the chart shows the confidence that we are based on the algorithm we use, that the user is the real person behind the keyboard or not. So the green on the top, the more greener, the greener shade we show, it's more confident that the user is the real one. And then the bottom side, which is the kind of more red shade color, it shows that we're less confidence of the score for the authenticity of the user behind the keyboard itself. And it's a similar graph for the active ID here for the second option, which is again the progression. We show the text progression and then the confidence score throughout the assignment itself. And then at the bottom, we will show the ChatGPT real AI generated likelihood score for the text assignments. So here you can see into different text segments, you can see if it was like real or likely AI generated. Again, this is not going to be 100%, because it's just not, unfortunately, with active with those AI tools, nothing is completely true or false in a way. So that's what we show here using the our assignments tool. So whenever the assignment is done, a report will be generated in the background, and the teacher will receive an email notification just like this one, where they can check the assignment. And then combining all those information, such as all the events done on the assignment, all the active ID confidence here, and all the ChatGPT and so on, you can, as a teacher, will be able to see the integrity of the work done by the students in general here. So I hope you find this helpful. Any questions are very welcome. Thank you.
Can you pull up the assignment there as well, Stan, or can you show what the student did?
Absolutely. So yeah, I can. Absolutely, I can show this, and I can see this as well. So if I go again, obviously, to the assignment, I can see the report, and I can open the document itself. So I can, on the top here, I can open the assignment, and I can see what has been written here on the assignment itself. I can see if it was copied or pasted, or if I go back again, I can maybe check some other assignment here and see all the different reports that have been generated. So, for example, for Joe, here it's not done, but I'll go to this one, and I can open the assignment here, and I can see the actual assignment. I can see it's the score here. If I go, it's most likely real. You can see the conference here is likely real. And if I go to the assignment itself, I can obviously check as a teacher. I can see that it looks kind of very real to me as well. It doesn't look very copied from somewhere else as well, which I can also confirm by the characters typed here and so on, by the users and how many characters on the doc, by how much time is spent on the document, and so on and so forth. Is that okay? Any questions, maybe, Eileen?
Yeah, there's been a couple of questions. If the school doesn't have email enabled.
Yeah,
there.
so maybe I can help here. So what we have is, whenever the assignment is submitted, each user will receive a notification on the top of their screen of their shield, just to show them that there's an assignment received, and they can open it from there. So it does not necessarily require the email itself.
Okay, so thank you for that, guys. That was fantastic. It was great to see it in action. So we've had our presentation. What we'd like to do now is ask you what features of teacher assignments are of most interest to you. So it's a poll. It should appear on your screen right now. So you can check one or as many of these as you like, because we'd like to get your feedback. We'd like to know what features of teacher assignments that are of most interest to you. Now, and most importantly, why is teacher assignments important for teachers? So in education, when a student submits someone else's work, they miss out on a crucial part of learning. Teacher assignments helps save the day by giving teachers more time to inspire and educate instead of searching for copied content. In this area of ChatGPT, teacher assignment promotes integrity, originality, and critical thinking. It ensures fair assessments, and it fosters a culture of ethics, of respect, and of honesty. With teacher assignments, we celebrate originality, allowing every student to shine. And by doing this, we're nurturing each student's unique creativity and knowledge. Teacher assignments creates a quality learning environment where students can reach their full potential, and education becomes a thrilling adventure of growth with endless possibilities. And then why is it important for students? Well, teacher assignments make sure that they stay within the guardrails and at least do some work when completing projects, not just cut and paste. So it gives teachers a supervisory capability that they previously wouldn't have had, even when the student is not in the school. It's the only tool that really extends both the eye and the arm of the teacher. There's a supervisory burden on teachers in the classroom that lifts that load from their shoulders, and it automates it. But more importantly, it extends it with each homework project. So to talk about pricing, first I'd like to thank you for your attention so far, and thank you, Joe, and thank you, Stan, for a wonderful demo. That was fantastic. We're excited to dig deeper into our teacher assignments tool and show how it can transform the way educators manage students' assignments. And as Stan demonstrated earlier, this powerful tool streamlines the management of assignments for teachers, thus enhancing the all-important teacher-student communication. And it's leveraged by the power of AI. At this point, I'd like to highlight how teacher assignments complements another tool in our product suite that I mentioned earlier called Teacher Assist. And these together give a full suite of features aimed at enriching the total educational experience for both teachers and for students. And to recap, for anyone not familiar with Teacher Assist, that's the screen monitoring tool that allows teachers to view and control student screens, to monitor attendance, and to do one-on-one chats with students. As Stan said earlier, in order for teacher assignments to work, it does require both GAT Plus and GAT Shield to be installed. These products work together to provide security, manage access, and enable seamless functionality. In relation to our pricing structure, we offer the Vigilant plan, which has GAT Plus, GAT Shield, Teacher Assist, or teacher assignments, and that's priced at $6 or €6. For those who recognize the immense potential of both Teacher Assist and teacher assignments, we also offer a combined plan called Full Vigilant plan. And with this option, you get access to the full suite of products for just $8, and that's per user per year. So it's $6 per user per year or $8 per user per year for the full Vigilant plan. Before we move on to any questions, let's recap on the key takeaways from our presentation today. Just 1 second. Teacher assignments streamlines assignment management for teachers, and it enhances that crucial teacher-student communication. Teacher assignment empowers, or Teacher Assist empowers students, teachers with screen sharing, content control, attendance tracking, and one-to-one chats. The smooth operation of teacher assignments requires GAT Plus and GAT Shield. The Vigilant plan offers a comprehensive solution for $6, and the combined full Vigilant plan includes both tools, and it costs $8 per user per year. So thank you so much for your time and attention. We're excited to work with you and to empower you with our innovative tools that are transforming the education of today.
We hope you enjoyed this webinar. If you want to run a trial of teacher assignments, please request a demo in gatlabs.com/education. Thanks for watching.